guys, welcome to Clockwork Noodles for your midway review of spring season 2023. What a season it has been. There has been some great new titles to our plate. We the Noodle Bowl have been lapping it up, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, do consider giving the subscribe button a little bit of love, as it really helps the channel out. Thank you guys so much for your support this season and continued support, and if you're new, hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you my top 3 OPs, EDs and current standing of anime. I will be including some honorable mentions just to make things a little bit more varied. If you are missing animes or you notice certain animes are missing from my list or absent, it probably just means I'm not watching them. The certain idol anime that is currently topping our charts, that one I'm waiting to binge at the end of the season, so that one is not going to be making any lists this time round. It's just going to be out of the anime that I'm watching. Golden Kamuy, as of my filming, has not started, so it's not back on any of the lists. Don't know if I have to include Star Wars Visions. Technically it has aired this season. I'm probably not going to include it on the list just because it's slightly different and it is Disney's properties. Let's get into my OPs because it's a great place to start, with my honourable mention going to Heavenly Delusion, a song called Innocent Arrogance, band called Bish. This song is amazing. This song is literally beautiful. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of beautiful techniques going on with fisheye lenses, with a lot of transitions just being walked through. Makoto Shinkai kind of vibe with the walking through the broken landscape, the characters are floating around, and it's a very fun animation. The OP really sets up the broken Tokyo that we're going into. It sets up our two characters. It also sets up the two narratives that are going on in the anime itself. Probably my star for most surprising animes. In third place, I'm going to give it to Hell's Paradise with the L.U.R.K. by Millennium Parade and Selena Ringo. This song is just trippy. I really think it carries the vibe of the show pretty well. You've got a lot of that religious symbology packed into the OP. You've got a lot of the characters showing up. You've got a lot of really trippy transitions, which is really nice. The whole show is kind of got that vibe anyway. I do feel like I'm on something whenever it's a new episode of Hell's Paradise. Animation is nice, it's slick, it's Mappa, so it's gonna be slick, but I think it is a fantastic OP. The song is an earworm. It wasn't my favourite at first, but it has crawled into my brain and now I can't unhear the song. I think it is a great OP and it definitely deserves its third place on my list. In second place, it's gonna go to Vinland Saga Season 2 Opening 2, which is Survive Said the Prophet. Paradox. I love Survive Said the Prophet. I know this is a little teeny bit biased, but the song is really good. The OP is just fantastic. I've broken it down clearly in the breakdowns I'm doing. OP, just in general, is carrying a lot of symbology. A lot of our characters are shown in some very nice lighting. I'm a very big sucker for lighting. Got some very dramatic lighting, a lot of inverted colours going on, the butterfly effect going on, just to hint that everything is connected. Canute looking very good, and obviously he has stepped up as a main player for the next half of the season. A lot of symbology, there's a lot of fantastic transitions, there's a lot of hints, very nice little nods to what's coming your way. I'm normally not a big fan of anime spoilers in OPs. There's not so many spoilers in this, but there's a lot of very clever hints at what's going to happen, but they're done in a way where it's not obvious. You'd have to think about what's going on and the way that things are portrayed, because at one point I myself was tricked into thinking a character would survive and they didn't. I then went back and had a look at the actual imagery and it could have been perceived in a sense of a grace before death. There is a lot of symbology going on. I think Vinland Sagas has probably got the most symbology. It's probably the most detailed and animated. First and second for me were pretty much neck and neck. First position is going to Demon Slayer Season 3, Man with a Mission feat. Millet. This is Kazuna no Kisuke. I love this song. This song is in my head. I am a Man with a Mission fan. I have seen Man with a Mission live. This doesn't normally feed into my choices, but they are a really big band for me who I really enjoy hearing. The OP is no slouch. This does have my best song of the season for me. They're all winners in my head. They're all carrying something very different, but Demon Slayers is more, the song is absolutely amazing. Animation itself is absolutely gorgeous. Really do like the way that they have done some of the certain transitions on our characters. It's bubbly, it's colourful, it starts as it means to go on with setting the setting in a sense. The blacksmith's village, we can see them hammering away at the swords, which almost feels like it's in time with the music, which I really like. Got our new characters introduced in the OPs. We've got our new villains kind of showing up as well. A very good setting. Normally I like to rank my OPs based on, does it carry the anime? Does it continue the vibe? Does it set you up for the episode at hand? Is the song catchy? Is it animated very nicely, and what kind of hidden symbology and effort has gone into the OP. Moving into the EDs, there were a lot of animes this season who decided to do the whole roll credits, but I have come up with a pretty cool list with some of my favourite EDs of the season. There's been some good ones. End of season review will be coming after the season airs. I'm also going to continue with my anime awards because I had fun with that. I really enjoyed it. All the channels have to evolve. This channel needs to start evolving, and I think the anime awards are here to stay. I'm going to be doing a year award. Number ones will get put on the list. Anime of the Year award, fun awards, which will be a nice big old wrap up around New Year's. Honourable place, I'm going for Dead Mount Death Play, is a song called Ajute, and it's by Inari Minasa. This is probably one of those earworms that just got straight into my brain. It really sets up the creepy vibe of Dead Mount Death Play. The anime itself isn't really catching me, but the ED's got a very nice little tinkly open. I like it. It's very showy. It feels showbiz. If you listen to it, you think, oh, we're about to go into a show. We're about to go and watch a story. It does close it down very nicely. The shark at the end having a clear importance in the anime, not giving away too many spoilers or anything. Everything means something. Following the character around, the transitions are nice. The animation follows the main character, her dancing. You follow the animated shark as well. Everything is really nicely done, and I think it definitely deserved a place and a mention just to go check it out because I think the song is very, very catchy. Third position is going to Dr. Stone season 3 for Creditless. They always have these very catchy EDs, I find. The ED for me was way better than the OP. It starts chill, but then it gets really, really catchy. Equations are naturally everywhere again. You've got a lot of looking into the sky, a lot of nice watercolours. A very nice ED that I think slowly encompasses the feel of Dr. Stone. Every single ED has had those science equations floating through them somewhere. We mainly follow Senku, as we always do with the EDs in particular. Fractals, there's a lot of nice bits and pieces that nod to certain scientific equations. In general, it's just a very nice close down for the episode. Interesting anime this season because we're starting to get some of those answers for the big questions. I was going to break it down, but it did so poorly for its first episode. I chose that it was probably better to drop it. It's a lot of effort to make a video. It's me now having to take a different stance on how the channel runs. We have got Golden Kamuy coming back to be my third anime. I'm going to start evolving the channel a little bit and doing things that work. If things don't work, we're just not going to go forward with them. I'm still watching it. I absolutely love it to pieces. It just didn't do very well with you guys. In second position, and I love this song so much, it is too catchy. It is Mashal, and we've got Shoe Cream, theoretically sung by the cast, and it tells you all about the magical shoe cream, which is obviously Mashal's favourite snack in the world. Happy, poppy, comic ending. Again, it continues that vibe. The show sometimes wants to be serious, but most of the time it is just comic all the way through, so it makes sense that the ending is comic. All the characters go on singing a song about a pastry. I've never had a shoe cream, but the ED makes me want to try shoe creams. They look amazing. I don't know if I can find them in the UK. I might have to have a hunt around, maybe look into like a Asian supermarket. The song itself is colourful. It carries the vibes. You follow your characters. Every single character in our main group is singing, and in that lineup at the end, everyone's eating a shoe cream because that's what ties the cast together. That is Mashal's iconic stamp. It is an ED that I really enjoy. It's pleasant, it's lovely, it's colourful, it's poppy, and definitely deserved a place on my list. In first position, doing a double crown of the season, we have Demon Slayer with, again, Man with the Mission and Millet. I do think it is one of the best animated and symbolic EDs. It's got a lot more going on. There's a nice story being told. A very nice close down. I think it closes down the action of the anime quite nicely. It's a slower song, so you've got more Millet as opposed to Man with the Mission, when the OP was more Man with the Mission with a bit of Millet. It's colourful. It has that beautiful watercolour effects, which, again, Demon Slayer is just known for. A good sign of an ED or an OP is when Becca doesn't skip. These are all EDs I won't skip. I definitely love the Demon Slayer one though. I don't think Demon Slayer's made a bad ED OP. I think they've all been very nice, or they've all taken some time to grow on me, but at the end of the day, I've liked all of their OPs and EDs. What am I thinking of the anime season so far? What am I enjoying? What is my honourable mention? This is going to be the first time in a while that I've done a draw. There is a draw for my honourable place because essentially both animes are very similar and I like them to the same degree. There's a possibility that one might drop the ball, one gets ahead of the other, but we will have to see. At a midway, it doesn't matter as much. It would be good to show you guys roughly what animes I am having issues with ranking. So these are the animes that I'm really enjoying, and at the moment I'm struggling to place. So I think it's a good heads up for you guys that these are what I'm looking at, this is what I'm enjoying, this is what I think so far. There have been a few letdowns. Marginal Service is one of them, and I was really hyped for this anime. This anime did amazing with trying to grab my intrigue with its marketing ploys. Marketing ploys and a stacked cast hasn't done a great deal for the anime. Didn't really hit. It's very Men in Black. Came out of episode 1 going, what? Lackluster, if I dare say it. I don't like saying bad things on these shows. It wasn't anything to do with the hype. So they hyped it up to be something really, really interesting, really cool, without really giving us any details, which is normally a big red flag anyway. If a game doesn't show you any gameplay footage during its trailer, big red flag. Very similar with this, where they made such a big hype on the cast, who's in this, they didn't give us any actual information on the anime itself, and the anime itself has fallen flat. The first show that is on my honourable and I can't decide between is going to be Loving Yamada at level 999. I am in love with this show. I didn't think I'd be that hyped and that intrigued, but I like it. It's great. The characters are awesome. It's definitely growing on me. The one that it's tied with is why Raeliana ended up in the Duke's Mansion. So you can see why I'm struggling between the two. They are both rom-coms. In the same vein, with Raeliana technically being the first manhwa that I think has made one of my top 3s. Kind of. It's in the honourable section. But all of these animes have the ability to move. We've still got 6 episodes, so a lot can happen. These 2 animes I am really enjoying. I am intrigued when it comes to Raeliana. Just a big old mystery. I also have a vibe that somebody in the world that she's in actually pushed her in the first place and forced her to isekai into the story. I've just got a big old vibe that that's the case. Maybe the Duke knows more than he actually lets on. So Raeliana proving a bit more of a mystery-heavy anime. But if you go back to Yamada-san, it's slice of lifey, it's fun, it's comic. You get a lot of the gaming vibes in it. So if you enjoyed Love is Hard for an Otaku, which had a bit of gaming in it as well, this anime deals with that. The cast for both the Duke and Yamada, very top tier. Duke he was in Rage of Behemoth, Prince, who was a bit of a douchebag in that, but he's also Al-Hytham from Genshin Impact. Yamada, Razor from Genshin Impact as Yamada, Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. He's normally a villain, so to hear him being soft and winning my heart over as our lovable, socially awkward Yamada is just winning my heart. It's funny, it's great. There's moments where instead of them playing it like most animes do, they'll just play it over and like gloss over stuff or implications. The anime actually touches on it. So there's a bit when her drunk friend and her arrive at Yamada's house, and obviously he's not happy with it, and he states that I'm close to calling the police. It's a more believable response than them playing it off or something. So these 2 are my tide. Right now, I would happily watch both. I can't pick between them. Will one of these animes overtake the other one? Let's now get onto my anime list in particular. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I struggled. This was really difficult for me. Enjoying a lot of animes, but nothing was really shining above the rest. Taken a bit of time and I've organised these into a top 3. Third place is going to go to Vinland Saga, just because second season is literally kicking off and getting serious. I've also never really not enjoyed this anime. I've broken it down on the channel. You guys are amazing to talk to. I definitely think it deserves a place on the top 3, especially now more than ever, because the story is just getting hyped. A lot of the chess pieces are starting to move. Things are getting serious. This is also me filming 2 days after that traumatic episode 18, that just, it was a bit much. Even with it being a bit much, it's in third place. I also have to remember, if an anime is garnering that response from me, considering it's just an anime, you have a real life response from me in person, and I almost cried. Yeah, you're done good, because your storytelling is just that good. I think Vinland Saga's storytelling is often underrated too much, and it's criminal how much people look down on a well-written anime. It's not the same as season 1, but the anime has got gorgeous writing. It writes through a topic like trauma, PTSD, and it handles real life topics really, really well. I am really enjoying it. I found the first half slow. The second half is now kicking off. The pacing's kicking off. We've got 6 episodes now, but I think Canute is actually arriving next week on the farm. It's quicker than I thought it was. Not sure what's going to be used for the outro on the second season, but I think we've got a big battle coming our way, so I am hyped. I'm enjoying the characters. I think Snake is intriguing. It looks fantastic. Next to Mappa's other entry, Hell's Paradise this season, I'm preferring Vinland Saga. Technically, Mappa has the big 3. It's got Jujutsu, it's got Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise. They're all technically from students of the same guy. If I had to put those 3 in order of my favourites at the moment, I'm going to go for Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, then Hell's Paradise. I just think Hell's Paradise is taking its time to build. It's a very slow build. I'm enjoying it, but it's just not doing enough to make my top 3s. Just covering that before people ask me where Hell's Paradise is, because it's not on the list. I'm sorry about that. Second position is my hidden gem, in a sense, because I don't think enough people are watching it. It does seem like people have noticed it's a very good anime. And in second place is going to Heavenly Delusion. I wasn't expecting it. At no point did I go, oh, this is going to be on my top 3. If it continues the way it's going, it might be on top 3 at the end of the season for me as well. It's a mystery anime. It is pulling the rug 24/7. It's got 2 plot lines going on at the same time. It's set in a dystopian Tokyo where something has happened and now we've got these man-eaters who kill humans. But we've also got this second plot that we keep flicking to where it seems to suggest that man-eaters were created by humans. It really makes your mind melt when you watch it. There's a lot going on where you've just got to go, wait, what? It's animated beautifully. The transitions are absolutely gorgeous. I had to go and research what studio it was because I was like, this looks like Mappa level of animation. But it's not. It's Studio IG. Moriarty the Patriot. They normally do animes that look really gorgeous. The characters look great. The background looks great. But the animation looks amazing. There's some amazing fight sequences in it. There's some amazing moves where the kids in what I presume is present day plot, they can fight. And you're like, well, how can you fight so well? Where have you learnt how to fight like this? There is so much going on that hasn't been said. The anime's not playing its cards all at the same time. It's hiding a lot of stuff right now. I can't wait to see how twisted the plot gets by the end of the last 6. I almost hope that we get a second season, but I don't know how much material there is for this show in particular. If you do know, and if you are nice enough not to spoil, let me know if there's enough material for Heavenly Delusion for a second season, or whether this is just going to be a 1-season hit. It's a fantastic anime that I think everybody should be watching. Don't sleep on this anime because I didn't go in taking it seriously, and I've come out thinking, oh my god, this anime is amazing. I'm getting Promised Neverland vibes before it got bad and trashed. It's also reminding me of another anime that I can't remember what it's called, where it focused in on kids in a paradise. There's a lot of same-sex relationships going on. The anime does touch on sexuality quite a lot. That also increases the impact on the show. Characters aren't genders that you presume they are. Really being twisty is all part of that impact the show's having. Honestly, this is probably the hidden gem of the season. If you're not watching it, please do check it out. You've got 6 episodes to binge, which I'm jealous because there's been a lot of cliffhangers. I want to cheat, but I'm not going to spoil it for myself. First position in a triple crown of the season so far in the Midways, Demon Slayer Season 3. I am a huge Demon Slayer fan. I found Demon Slayer on my own. So I watched it before the hype got big. I sound like a hipster. I liked it before it got big because I really enjoy my historical animes. It's nice to see a show, especially with those traditional watercolors being used. The fight style is so unique. If I showed you just a clip of a attack, you'd go, oh yeah, that's Demon Slayer. Third season has introduced some new Hashiras, some new enemies. We finally know what the upper moons look like. First hour-long episode was absolutely amazing with Muzan. The way that was filmed, beautiful. UFO Table is also bringing the animation this season. I like the way they animate things. I know people are divided because they use CGI. My crowning last season went, you can see that I don't let stuff like that bother me. If the storytelling is good, if I'm enjoying it, if my own body is saying I'm actually really liking this, I'm not going to ignore it. Really enjoying the plot so far. There's a lot of new things coming out. There's a lot of interesting hints at things that are to come. I've got my theories. I can't wait to see if they're going to be proven because anime only, I don't know what's actually coming up. So it will be interesting to see if my theories are right. There's a funny moment which makes me laugh. They all just sat there staring at each other and then you've just got the eyes just going blank and everyone's just having this moment where we're like, It's a really cute moment. I don't know why it struck a chord with me because initially I wasn't warming to the Mr. Shearer. Now I'm kind of warming on him. I like that. If a character I don't initially like at the start starts to warm on me and the anime makes its effort and gives me reasons to like the character, I actually appreciate that more than a character I like off the bat. The fights are amazing as always. The energy is amazing. The pacing's amazing. Can't wait to see what happens in the next 6 episodes. Anything can change, guys. It could be by the end of the season I'm crowning Heavenly Delusion #1. It will be interesting to see if it has got what it takes. Doing very well. I was expecting them to have dropped the ball by now. These are my current thoughts on the anime as a whole. Golden Kamuy will be coming back now next week. Can't wait because I've really missed that show. It's one of my favourites. That could also upset a few things if they land their storytelling, perhaps. But we will have to see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What are you guys enjoying this season? What are you not enjoying? Have you got a favourite OP? I will see you guys again, hopefully. At least if you're not watching my breakdowns for the end of season review in about 6 weeks' time. I am also planning a few different videos, so we might have a unboxing because I've bought some merch that I want to unbox with you guys. They're still anime related, but I'm starting to think that I want to go back to an old format to see if it works again. Get to know Clockwork Noodles, where the theme is school anime, and I'll tell you some school animes that I've really enjoyed, or I might say animes where the main character is a villain or something. If you are liking my stuff, please do consider subscribing. We are 8 noodlings away from 700. I really would like to hit that 700 mark by summer. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy seeing you guys react. Thank you guys so much. I really hope you're treating yourself well. I will tune in again with you guys soon. See you guys next week or see you for another video. Take care. Bye bye.